Broadcasting live from... Oh, I've got a button. It's Good Morning Moonbase! With emergency backup, James. Graham!
Hi, Graham Stark here, filling in for James Turner and filling out this sweatshirt. Pleased to have you. It's Good Morning Moonbase here on Loading Ready Run. And this show and everything that we do here is brought to you by you and your support of our Patreon, patreon.com/loadingreadyrun, subscribing on Twitch, or becoming a member on the YouTube channel. Any of the ways that you're able to do that, boy, howdy, we appreciate it. We know it's tough and not everyone can, and that's totally okay. Just being here and hanging out is enough. But if you are able to financially support us, thanks. Today, my guest on the show, it's my guest now, because I'm on the show, is, per the wiki, a performer for Loading Ready Run, who has also done editing and graphic design work for them. He and Graham Stark co-host Watch and Play, the stream where Graham inflicts bad games on him. He also appears on Crossing the Streams, AFK, Tinker Tailor, Soldier Fry, and Loading Ready Live, and has appeared in Commodore Hustle, Friday Night, Paper Fight, Friday Nights, and Crap Shots. He grew up in Victoria, BC, and attended Oak Bay High School, where he met Graham and others who would later form Loading Ready Run. Known for his editing skills and sound work, he helped with some of LRR's early videos. For a time, when he was living in Toronto, he was known as Loading Ready Run's foreign correspondent. He returned to Victoria after Desert Bus 3, and he is known for his unique phrasings that are called Alexisms. Can you imagine if it wasn't him? Can you imagine if it was somebody else with names, with phrases known as Alexisms? It's Alex!
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, I have a butt indeed.
That was a deep cut.
That was a pretty deep cut.
Oh, I've got a butt.
Oh, I've got a butt.
Could you get a little bit more up on your mic there, Alex?
Did we have people do like remixes of that?
Oh, yeah.
At some point?
Yeah, I think we got a whole bunch of them at one point. I mean, we have very dedicated fans who love taking stuff that we've done and making different versions of it. Mm-hmm. Like, you remember when Paul got all those remixes of 40 Points of Acid Damage.
That was also
Paul and Dale.
That was a Desert Bus challenge, I think. There's a Crap Shot with a remix? Oh, yeah. No, there's a remix in a Crap Shot. With, like, James? Or is it, like, a party? I can't remember the context.
Yeah, doesn't, like, James steal the song?
Yeah. To catch you all up.
There's a very weird canon.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Graham, this is Alex. There's an early Crap Shot where I think is it you who are like, I've come up with the next pop song or something? Like, I've written a song, and the entire song is just, oh, I've got a butt.
Yeah.
That's it. And then, then it turns into like a big hit or something. I'm not entirely sure how this works.
Yeah, James definitely swipes it.
Yeah, that sounds like James.
That jerk. Well, now we're stealing his show. So take that.
Yeah, sorry James wasn't able to be here. Also, neither was Ben. For different reasons. They're okay, and they'll be back.
I'm glad. Did they like have a fist fight or something?
Can you imagine if the reason James and Ben were not here is because they got into a fist fight with each other this morning for some reason? Over what?
I can't even imagine.
Ben losing his streak. Well, Ben's still winning. In terms of Ben v. James for how many episodes. But I'm coming up third now. Because this is my third episode. Fourth if you count the one that I was on as a guest.
Ah. Eventually you'll just have to like interview yourself.
That would be very funny.
Yeah.
The real trick will be when I have to host and guest and run tech. I don't think I'm ready for that one.
That's woof.
Yeah, no. Mercifully, we have Paul here with us.
Hello.
Hi,
Hey,
Paul.
what up, Paul?
It's amazing what you can do with a Stream Deck, you know?
Yeah. How's your morning going?
Pretty good.
Good. Nice. It's one of those really wet, chilly mornings.
I have sadly decided that I'm not going to be riding my bike anymore this season. Mm-hmm. Like, there's a sort of diminishing returns on my e-bike as far as whether I can tolerate being outside in the cold. And I'm just like, okay, now we got to ride the stinky old bus. because
Get riding gloves. Get some of those the ones. Have you seen? I've seen DoorDash drivers with these things.
Mm-hmm.
They look like oven mitts that are attached to the handlebars.
oh,
And they're I believe they're heated. So you just like
that's kind of cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I have full finger gloves because I found out the hard way, the partial finger gloves that I had when I was doing tech for Friday nights, which are missing the thumb and forefinger. I used to ride with those until I realized that the wind chill, when it gets to a certain point, freezes them solid.
You
It
the
sucks.
freezes the gloves solid.
No, just
Oh,
the exposed fingers.
your
It's so
finger,
painful.
your finger and thumb tip.
Yep.
How will I operate my phone now?
It's not great. So yeah, I had to switch to full finger gloves, and like I got a scarf from the thrift store to like babushka myself up, and I bust out my my safety goggles for riding as well, just because like they fit really close to my eyes, so the wind doesn't make my eyes water.
That's smart. Yeah, it's weird. When I start riding my bike for the first like 5 minutes, I'm like, even wearing glasses, it's just my eyes are just like I'm gonna make tears now,
Yep.
and you have to drive with them. I'm like, why?
Sucks.
That said, I quite like the bike, and it's a great place to bike. But yeah,
Yes.
today would be too cold.
I pine for spring.
Yeah, I look forward to the first cycling day of the new year.
We do a sick jump.
You know what? Here's what I don't understand is that so it's December, so people start having their lights up. Some people have their lights up earlier. Mm-hmm. Strange people. And we have the lights up through Christmas. Traditionally, in our house growing up, we keep the Christmas lights up until 12th night, which is January 6th, because we don't want to take them down right away, and that's a reasonable time. And then you can get take the tree to like the school that's doing like tree chipping by donation to the grad class or whatever. And then winter continues unabated, and there's 2 months of darkness where it'd be really nice to have twinkly lights outside. And I think we're doing this wrong.
Yeah, it's
I think they should be winter lights.
well, maybe we could start a new trend. Just winter lights.
The problem is if we leave them up through February and March, we just look lazy.
Now, if you change them for different lights,
My dad did that with he put just like white lights around like the eaves of the house, and then was just like, I like them. We're just gonna keep them.
Yeah.
Because in like white lights, they're not like as sort of obviously Christmas, but yeah, you're just like, yeah, we'll just leave them up.
Yeah.
the really smart thing to do would be to get LED lights where you can just like alter the color, and like
I want those, except that every one of the systems that has that is like some sort of bizarre Internet of Things. And it's like we tested, the Philips Hue lights, and like, every 5 seconds they like ping some server in China, and it's like, yeah, it's just like the constant like data required from these lights.
They need to check with China to see whether it's still Christmas.
whether your warranty's still intact. God, I hate smart tech. So much.
Well, smart tech is good. It's just
Okay,
there's a certain level of smartness.
When I say smart tech, I usually refer to the sort of like overreaching smart tech, like the fridge that plays ads to you, and like the soda machine that crashes and won't dispense drinks because the cloud is down.
I have some friends who are assembling a new. They're renovating a home essentially, and they have 2 networks. They have one that like actually talks to the internet that they can use for like streaming and video games and stuff, and then another one that is closed that's just for their like
just the
internet
IoT network
for their internet connected devices, so that they can't get out.
That's really funny.
I'm just trying to think what like a nefarious person, some sort of hacker, what kind of what they would do to your Christmas lights in order to like, haha, we're gonna have your Christmas lights flash in awkward times,
Yep.
unless you pay us 2 Bitcoin.
Have them flicker at some sort of kill frequency. There's definitely something from like Star Trek or some kind of sci-fi where like
Or X-Files.
the lights blinking at a certain frequency. Like we're rewatching TNG, and we just rewatched the episode The Game, which is the one where everyone gets addicted to video games.
Yeah, that one's...
And it gets, at the end of the episode, Data, like, programs a flashlight, basically. And he, like, turns off all the lights in the room and then goes, like, boop, 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 and, like, flashes, like, some sort of sequence in people's eyes. And they're like, oh, I'm cured. So it's like, I think that's what I was thinking of when I was like, have some sort of thing where your Christmas lights flicker. And then you're just like, oh, I have to go and must.
Yeah, it's just like Manchurian Candidate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, can I tell you about my stupidest cyberpunk nightmare?
Please.
This actually happened. So, in my apartment...
Sorry, when you say this actually happened,
Yeah.
this is a real nightmare that happened?
Yes.
Or this is a real thing that happened to
It's
you?
a real thing that happened that was a nightmare.
Oh, no.
So in my building we have a laundry room, and for many years it was like coin laundry, and then they upgraded it
Oh, no.
to RFID cards, and there's a little kiosk that vends cards, and you can use your credit or debit card to load funds onto it. And I wanted to wash my laundry, and my card was out of funds, and I was like, okay, whatever. And I went to the kiosk, and because a cell tower was down, the kiosk was not getting internet access and could not communicate to the bank. So I had to go upstairs to my unit, log into their stupid website, and get a code redeemed. Like, I still had to use my credit card, but I got a code to take down to the kiosk to put on my card, which worked for some reason, to then pay for my laundry. It's garbage.
But on the plus side, you don't have to get quarters,
Yeah,
I guess.
they have the ability for you to pay with your phone, which I am like still resisting because I think it's idiotic. It's also the worst like UI experience imaginable because like, you think of a tap and you're like, boop, and you get it. For this, you have to like put it in and you're not sure for like 8 seconds whether it's like detected it or not, and you're like pressing the start button, and then it's like, oh yeah. Sucks.
I had a
I was just disassociating at the thought of the rigmarole you had to do.
Yeah,
What was that, Paul?
I stayed in it was like a hostel or something. This was like 15 years ago or something. So this was, when there, if you stay at a hotel or something, there was like, internet computers that you could use. Everyone having their own phones and being on Wi-Fi and just grabbing Wi-Fi wasn't necessarily as big a thing. It was before I had a smartphone. And so I was like, I need to go on the internet. And so, but they had this system where it was like, you get a code for a certain amount of time and then you type the code in on the computer and get that time and you do the thing. But unfortunately, nobody could log in because the dispenser thing that had run out of numbers. So this is not even so stupid that it's because it lost Wi-Fi connection. Like literally a guy like had to come and I don't know, with like a USB stick and like install more numbers onto this thing. So that they could then
Drink
give out
deeply
those
of the numbers, computer friend.
so that they could then give out those numbers to people so that people could actually get online. It was very silly. It was like
the numbers.
It's like you have taken like all the worst aspects of how this could be done and combined them together.
Our local public transit has
yeah.
changed to a new system, which is such a pain in the ass. It has like one convenience, which is that you can top up your card of like funds or buy a pass on your phone, and then to get on the bus, you open up their app, have to have internet, have to make sure your phone's charged, and it has this cycling QR code on the screen, and you hold it in front of the detector, and then you flip it and do this, and it takes you like 15 seconds for each person and the guy just like waves you through anyway.
I was going to say, potential upside is sometimes the driver just goes, whatever. And then you get on for
but
free.
It's just like the card used to be like, everybody would get on and just be like, Boop, I'm in.
Yeah.
It's
Everyone used to have a card.
It's
that
like
you
a
swiped.
downgrade.
It is
stupid.
Can you use your card? So you can, optionally, here, you can also just get a card.
Only a few places that sell them.
Yeah. So Kathleen has the card, and she just taps, and it works perfectly.
Yeah.
And I have the thing.
Yeah,
or you can use cash money. That's true.
Yeah, you used to be able to get them at like any corner drugstore or wherever.
Yeah, all the 7-Elevens, everything in town would sell them.
Yep.
All the little paper tickets. You get the ticket books?
Yep.
Do they not do the tickets anymore?
Nope.
You know, I thought it was so funny. In Toronto, to ride the transit, they used to have these itty bitty little coins, and the early ones were aluminum. They're like smaller than a dime. The early ones are aluminum, and then they came up with new ones that were supposed to be harder to counterfeit. They were actually like dual material, like a toonie. And then they just phased them out because they're like, people are like spoofing these. Did you hear about Ribfest?
I'm aware of Ribfest.
So they had like chits, like physical tokens to buy the ribs. And someone had 3D printed a bunch of fake ones, and they lost a fortune.
Wow.
And I was like, oh man, that stinks.
So then next year, they're going to have the friggin' rotating QR code because somebody ruined it for everyone.
Awesome. That's going to be so hard to read with a greasy screen.
That was. I remember we did a video at the Rib Fest, and Kathleen was like, "So I figured out that you see that they have all these awards, right? Like the Rib Fest with all the different vendors.
Yeah, for anybody,
and they are different vendors, but like they travel as a circus.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Rib Fest. I'm not aware of Rib Fest. Okay,
You like pork ribs? You like barbecue?
Annual event held in one of the municipalities here, but it tours. It's a touring event, and basically you go there, and there's a whole bunch of different food trucks and tables and things, and you pay an amount, and then you get these tokens, and then that were 3D printed, and then you take the tokens and you go to different vendors, and you're like, I'd like to try your ret. Yeah, it's like if you watch my Beer Fest videos, it's like that.
Only pork ribs.
Yeah.
I think they're beef and
we did a video called like we spent $300 on truck meat.
Truck meat.
So yeah, you could check that out. But in that video, Kathleen's talking about how it's like you see the different vendors and they're like awarded best ribs by whatever, and it's like this place has the most like the juiciest ribs or something, and she's like, these people are all a unit, like they're not in competition. They award these to themselves, and there were some like Rib Fest apologists in the comments being like, "How dare you? Don't give the game away. Don't make these assumptions.
Don't mess with our kayfabe."
Yeah,
That is some like exquisite carny shit.
yeah. Voidhawk says, "Love the Beer Fest videos. Please continue to get drunk on the company dime." The company doesn't pay for my Beer Fest tickets. Damn. Wait, hold on.
Unfortunately, I think
Wait, no, hold on. Shut up, Paul. You're right. We should pay for my Beer Fest tickets. No, it's okay. Go ahead. What's up?
it wasn't Beer Fest. Didn't happen this year.
Yeah, it was supposed to. Well, it hasn't not happened yet, but it will be not happening. No, it did. You're right. It did not happen this year,
They ran out of numbers.
and it will not be happening again next year. We think
Yeah.
Ran out of beers.
they ran out of numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. They didn't explain. They were just like,
Nah.
due to economic challenges, which is a shame. But I'm hoping that
They're like,
I'm hoping
it
Beer
turns
Fest
out people
returns.
just don't like beer that much.
That
But you know what people do like is breakfast. And
Ooh.
I'm hungry, so let's check
right.
this out. So Alex has asked for Cheerios, which are slightly too far forward for the light. That's very funny.
ooh, the twist.
So we've got a family size. Why did James get family size?
Because we're a family here.
He always gets it's because the way the prices work when you buy it, it's like most of the time it works out to be just the same price or cheaper to buy the bigger one.
Fair enough. And then we've got our milk like usual and some bowls. And then you had also requested table cream.
Wonder why. So
Yeah, I do wonder why.
yeah, okay. So this is a not always thing that I do, but I thought it would be interesting enough to.
This is a
share.
sometimes food.
Yeah, because I love Cheerios and I've loved them for a long time. And actually, like a former partner of mine was also really into Cheerios. Because they're great. But yeah, let's get stuck in here.
Everyone loves circles. So you're putting milk on it.
Yep.
So you still put milk on as well.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody else does this, but the way I add milk to cereal is I pour until the solids start to rise, and then that's enough.
Okay.
So then I'll get this bad boy. I'm so tempted to just like jam the whole thing.
James got discount cream.
We'll have to use it quickly. And I just add a little bit, like...
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I was afraid that like you were
you're
just
just
gonna
gonna,
use
like-
cream instead of milk.
Oh my god. That would be too much. But
so
just a little bit.
So the reason why you guys have lapel mics is so you can do that instead of
I see.
choose one or the other. Don't be on both.
I'm trying a particularly cream-laden
Yeah.
spoonful.
Yeah, just like the forbidden 4% milk.
Yeah.
Well, this is 2%. This is 18%.
Yeah.
So I don't know how that math works out.
How much 18% do you need to add to 2% to make it
don't know.
4%?
Well, table cream for... I don't know if this is a thing in the States. Goodbye. It's halfway between half and like whipped cream. It's like whipped cream is like 22% or something like... Or I don't remember.
Why do I have an alarm set for 10:30?
I don't know.
Weird. I'll tell you, I'm not noticing a massive difference. Yeah. All right. Not bad.
But yeah. So, other cereals that I'm into are like, this is kind of funny. I felt like a real grown-up because I started
The wheels is
eating
messed up.
shredded wheat for a while. And it's good.
Is it?
I don't know. I kind of liked it.
All right, fair enough.
And it's weird because it's one of those cereals that gets better as it gets soggy,
Oh, all right.
which is odd because like most cereals are trying to stay crunchy.
What Kathleen didn't talk about on her episode is her Weetabix. Because she doesn't have cereal in the morning, as we talked about when she was here. But when she has cereal, it's Weetabix with milk and a bit of sugar, and then you microwave it for like 10 seconds. So it's just sort of like soup.
It's almost more like porridge or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
deconstructed porridge.
Yeah. So we're learning, at least chat is alleging that I'm currently in a dream. That was the lucid dream trying to wake me up. So I'll be grappling with that for the rest of today's episode. While we do that, Well, while I have some more of this, actually. You mentioned earlier thrifting. That's a hobby that I mean, I'm a big fan of it myself. But on your thrifting trips, what is a sort of a, I guess, you have like a metagame challenge.
You're teeing me up for this one.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm always on the lookout for radioactive tchotchkes. And there's a couple of types that you can find while thrifting. Because turns out that, like, they used to make things that were just, a little bit radioactive. So the items on my sort of find list are uranium glass, radium clock dials. I still haven't found Fiesta ware.
Oh.
Fiesta ware is
Fiesta ware is radioactive?
yup.
Oh.
Oh, you didn't know? Uh-oh. Yeah, it's just like plates and bowls and so forth that use uranium oxide in the glaze.
Is it only certain colors, or is it everything?
I believe so. It's mostly like, I'm just going to say like it's mostly 70s colors. It's like, that's sort of, orange and yellow. There might be some brown and white ones, but...
Oh, certain colors of Fiesta ware are radioactive.
Oh, so not all Fiesta ware, yeah. But yeah, I think the red ones are like that.
So do you take your Geiger counter to
I do. I take my Geiger counter because I actually have several Geiger counters.
So I mean, let's just take a look. I asked
right.
Alex to bring a bit, and then over on our other camera,
So
we have so we're gonna cut over there. It's gonna look dark.
oh yeah, there'll be a reason for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this thing I got in Seattle actually from a shop, and they had a display with a black light because uranium glass fluoresces very brightly under UV light. And this one was really cool.
Is it okay to touch with
yeah.
hands? Okay.
Yeah, you can
move it around a little bit.
So yeah, you can touch this stuff just fine. The biggest danger from these kind of things is ingestion or inhalation.
Oh.
And well, you're going to have a worse problem, eating broken glass because it's broken glass.
It's like by ingestion you mean
Yes.
of the uranium glass,
Yes.
not of things in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so important safety tip, everyone at home, do not eat uranium glass.
Yeah.
Uranium doesn't make it safer to eat than regular
No,
glass.
it doesn't. There's, I think there's concern because some types of this stuff is intended as to be eaten off of, and you probably shouldn't, because I've heard that certain acidic foods can leach some of the material, but you're also talking about very, very tiny amounts in the grand scheme of things.
And so that's your Geiger counter?
Yep. So there's actually a funny story about this Geiger counter. This is the sort of El Cheapo one off of Amazon. And I dropped it one day actually while thrifting, and the tube inside broke. And I was like, hell. But then I read on the internet that you can replace the tube in this model with Soviet surplus. So of course, I naturally went to Ukrainian eBay and ordered a new GM tube and installed it, and it totally works.
Didn't know you could do that.
Yup. Because the sensing element is a little, it sort of slots in like a big fuse.
So the ticking there means what?
So yeah, the thing with a Geiger counter is it's not a terribly precise measuring instrument.
Ooh,
it's only really
light turned orange.
Yeah. It's only measuring the sort of the particles coming off of it. So it'll tell you how many events are happening.
Okay.
This is sort of just a very loose rule of thumb. It's is this radioactive or not? And vaguely how radioactive is it? It's a little harder, and it'll give an estimate here in microsieverts, but that's not always, strictly speaking, accurate. It's like kind of an estimate.
So just like if you move the cup away, it'll stop ticking.
Wait, keep the flashlight on the cup so we can see where it is.
Yeah.
So now it's ticking less.
Right.
Because radiation also, it follows the inverse square law for intensity. So like every unit of distance it travels, it is reduced by like a geometric factor, I think.
Okay.
So, because there's three things that'll protect you from ionizing radiation. There's distance, time, and shielding.
Okay.
Because it's like the further away you are, the less it can affect you. The shorter amount of time you spend around it, the less it'll affect you, and the more shielding you put in front of it, the less it'll affect you. So
Where do you keep your uranium glass at home?
in my display cabinet in the corner. And again, this stuff is like basically safe to own. There is a concern if you have a massive collection.
Right.
Because one of the decay products of uranium is radon gas.
Okay.
So if you have a lot in one place,
Oh, right.
And
it
like
could go
no-
build
and-
up.
and no
like
and
a
no
sealed-
ventilation,
like a sealed cabinet.
that can become an issue. But I think I'm given to understand that it's for like people with like really huge collections.
Okay.
So I have like a handful of these on like one shelf, and I still put it in the corner because it's like, why not?
Just set it over there away.
But yeah,
Neat. That looks so cool. Can you move the glass around it some more?
Sure,
It just it looks so amazing.
this is one of my brighter pieces. Like some of them are glow just a little bit.
Is that a function of how much percentage it's got of uranium, or is it just
I'm
other
not sure.
substances?
There's also different samples of uranium glass react to different wavelengths, and I actually need to get a second one of these flashlights because there's, I think, two major wavelengths of black light that things will react differently to.
What's the glowing like? Was that the sort of marketing thing for this stuff?
I don't know. I'm not even sure if it was a thing because, like, in plain light, they appear as like a very pale green color. It's like pretty distinctive. Like you can learn to spot it, but it really lights up like this.
Yeah, but I'll tell you what. Join me back over here, but bring it on back. We can see it under normal lighting conditions. Now this is I believe this is the Geiger counter you loaned me.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So when I was going through chemo, they were like, it's sort of like a little yellowy green, like that. When I was going through chemo, they were like, do you have multiple bathrooms at home? And I'm like, yes. And they're like, okay, so you pick one that you use, and other people shouldn't use that one within like 2 days of you having a treatment.
And you were like, that's what we do anyway. Because,
Because it's nasty.
Yeah.
sometimes when I have butter chicken.
Yeah, exactly. Because there can be a slight, like radioactive, depending on what chemotherapy drugs you get. It can affect it. Mine, it turns out, not radioactive at all. Because doing radiotherapy, especially, you can. But for mine, it turns out, disappointingly, they weren't. And I know that because I borrowed the Geiger counter and took a reading in the bathroom, held it near the toilet, see how often it ticked.
Yeah.
Went to the bathroom.
No dice. You're like, oh.
No
Nothing.
difference. Yeah.
What a
Very
shame.
disappointing.
Yeah. I think that they're very cautious about that kind of thing. The thing with radioactivity is that it's very easy for us to detect it and detect it in small amounts. And that's kind of why, because it's like mystery space science magic, it freaks people out.
Yeah.
And there's definitely cause for that, but it's also,
Also that
It's that it's completely invisible.
it can
Yeah,
just
human
kill you
beings-
invisibly.
Yeah, humans have zero capability of detecting it in any way until it's like way too late. But I thought it was funny when like Fukushima Daiichi was busy blowing up. All of the natural health supplement stores in town sold out of iodine,
Oh.
and nobody told them that iodine tablets work as a prophylactic for exactly one purpose. I can actually explain how this works.
Okay.
So do you switch back over to the other mic?
Yeah. So one of the decay products of nuclear reactors is a radioactive isotope of iodine. And the reason that is a particular threat to the human body is because it's very readily absorbed into your thyroid gland,
Oh, okay.
particularly if you're a child. So, but what you can do is if you take non-radioactive iodine, it saturates your thyroid, and it's just like there's no more room for any iodine at all. And then if you do encounter radioactive iodine, it can't be absorbed because it's already full.
So it's not like iodine has some inherent
No,
radiation
it's not
absorbing capability.
anti-radioactive drugs.
Yeah.
It literally just
It has
goes.
one specific preventative purpose, mainly for kids.
It just goes. We're full today, please.
Yeah.
And the radioactive iodine goes. Okay.
Yeah,
The-
and then the cesium is just like,
I mean, the detection thing, like I remember seeing, somebody posted a picture of like the radiation stuff, and it was like 6 months after the Fukushima thing, and there's just this like red wave of radiation coming into like California, and people are like, "Holy crap!" And then somebody was like, hey, hang on, look at the scale on this thing, and it's like
one was so
there's
funny. more
more radiation. Like if you fly in a plane, there's more radiation. You're going to get more radiation than this.
Actually,
Like,
the one that I was thinking of, Paul, is like this infamous photo that came out. It was like a stylized satellite photo, and it had this like rainbow wave coming out from Fukushima Daiichi across the whole ocean. But if you look at the image, the legend is rated in meters, I believe, because it was a map of wave activity from that region.
Oh, so not
wasn't
radio,
Not
not radiation.
Even slightly.
Literally just like ocean waves.
Yes.
Wow.
And of course, it's just like,
Well, that
but those waves could have radiation.
yeah.
ocean exists won't get you clicks, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I know. And it also like won't allow you to do like breathless takes on Facebook. And have all the moms like grasping their pearls, freaking out. So
Where do they get so many pearls?
God, sorry. Because I do like a lot of independent research just for fun into like nuclear stuff. Because I want to make a coffee table book at some point about nuclear history, just because it's absolutely bananas.
Oh yeah.
But I find all sorts of weirdo stuff. Like I found,
Themselves slightly radioactive.
yeah, I found it was like one of those sort of like promotional catalogs that they send out to like hospitals or whatever, and it was like all these radioprotective shields, and one of them, it looked like just like a wheelie dumpster that you sort of stood in up to chest height. And it was just like this shield for like people who do like X-rays or whatever, and it looked like some sort of sci-fi prop from like the 60s. You're just like, I am Radior. It's like here in my wheelie thing.
I mean, I think we've talked about it before, but both Graham and I worked on the Atomic Testing Museum.
Yeah, I went there.
In
It was
Las Vegas,
wild.
and so yeah, there's lots of all these historical pictures of people standing way too close to tests with binoculars. I like the picture of the first and last time they tried to just fire a nuclear missile out of a cannon. They decided not to do that again.
Yeah, I'm like, maybe that's not a good idea. I mean, they got the backpack nuke, which like I think one of those like empty backpacks may have shown up on like eBay or something at some point. It was like, oh, that'd be really cool. Just have one of those.
They had the The one that was in they put in Snake Eater.
Okay, the funniest story about that.
The Davy Crockett.
Yeah, a friend of mine, when that game initially came out, he was like, "Oh man, like Snake Eater is so cool, and it's like all this '60s vibe, and it's got all these like crazy, absurd, fake weapons, like this like nuclear rocket launcher." And I had to sort of like tenderly put my hand on his shoulder and was like, "I'm really sorry, but that one is that one's for real. They actually made that.
It's just a nuclear warhead.
It's so stupid
on
because,
like a bazooka.
Yeah, it was meant to be mounted either like on a tripod or in the back of a Jeep, making it like the most powerful technical.
But like fired by a human being, just going. Dunk.
Yeah, it didn't work out because they had problems with targeting.
Problems with
It also,
Like I
like,
said, there's a lot of bad ideas that didn't get that far in the planning process, but they were thought of.
Yep.
It reminds me of one of Cameron's favorite scenes from one of the Mass Effect games, where
the railgun.
yeah, it's just like there's the guy talking, the person in charge of the railgun talking to his team, being like, "You do not fire this thing without a targeting solution because you're firing a railgun into space." And it's going to keep going. And so you're going to ruin someone's day. Eventually, it will hit something. So you do not fire this thing unless you know what you're going to hit.
Yep. Yeah, Fallout's Mini Nuke definitely had a real world inspiration. It's actually like very similar in design.
Yeah, the Fallout one is like, they have like a little funny like nuclear warhead. It looks like Fat Man if it was the size of an actual football. And the one in Fallout almost launches off like a slingshot kind of thing. It sort of goes like, wee. Whereas
Sort of lobs it.
but it's not that far off the Davy Crockett. So
Did you know? Have I told you that my grandfather flew with nuclear missiles?
no.
So, my grandfather was part of the RCAF, and
Royal Canadian Air Force.
Yeah, and we were loaned some Genie missiles, which are
And you better give these back.
they're small. They're small tactical warheads.
Or do you give them back after you use them? What's the? How do you get loaned a
they,
missile?
they were on loan for us to be like a sort of bulwark against the Soviets, because before the advent of intercontinental ballistic missiles, nuclear warfare would have had to be carried out by conventional gravity bombs, which is just drop it. And the way they maintained that that threat was by constantly having bombers in the air ready to go. And the counter contingency here in North America was if they got the go code that like Soviet bombers are coming over to like wipe out freedom, people like my grandfather were supposed to fly in their fighter jet and shoot one of these missiles vaguely in their direction and wipe out the entire bombing squadron. Again, unguided. They had one of those at the museum. A Genie missile was just like, so you just sort of like, yeah, but there. It's yeah.
What is? You've reminded me of one of my favorite internet memes. And I'm sure that you know the origin of this.
Yeah.
The missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. That's like, it sounds mad, but that's like
so
that's
funny.
that's how the targeting works.
It's
right?
a video where it's talking about the technology inside a certain type of guided missile. I don't remember what exactly it is, but it gained this sort of reputation because it has this narrator who has a very like terse, direct kind of cadence to his sort of presentation about this missile. It's like, the missile knows where it is because it knows where it isn't. It like, you know,
and by subtracting where it isn't from where it is, it knows, where it isn't and where it is.
It sounds like a turbo encapsulator thing, but it's actual like I'll tell you, defense contractor advertisements are the craziest stuff you have ever seen.
Oh man.
Like, I remember, I think for some reason, Ehrlichen popped into my head, which is a Swedish defense contractor who they make like 20 millimeter chain guns, among other things.
Okay.
And I went to their website, and they offer solutions,
Of course.
defense solutions. You know, for your enemies being alive, we can make them not alive.
It's bad marketing to say we've made a better killing machine. So they have to say we have created, defense solutions.
Well, it's like, I mean, it's euphemistic language. It's just like we have, engineered the best device for depopulating the area.
Yeah.
You heard about the knife missile?
Excuse me? The knife missile?
This one is so funny. It's just like from the Department of just like that has to be fake. So this was a secret weapon for a while until the it kind of got out because you can't really hide it. It's a Hellfire missile with no warhead. Instead, it has 6 3-foot long razor blades that pop out of the sides, and it crashes into its target. It's designed to take out like one guy, and they've actually used it to like liquidate drug cartel leaders.
You've got to be really mad at that one guy.
But yeah, it's like it's a cartoon, So you have this missile, and just like it goes sproing, and these like blades come out, and it's just bleh. So there's this like this photo of the guy, this poor sod's car afterwards, and it just looks like somebody's taken like a stamper, like. And to be fair, there's no collateral damage.
I guess, yeah.
But it's also
because it doesn't explode.
Just like
it just hits you. It hits you with knives really hard.
Just the knives coming out of the sides is like. It really is like Looney Tunes shit.
Wow.
It's oh god, we're so creative when we're murdering each other.
Jesus, that's so odd.
Yeah, rods from God, which everybody's really freaked out about before, until it became clear. This like they're really hard to aim. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
Kinetic bombardment. That somebody was like, hey, you know what? Instead of nuclear weapons, we could just put like telephone pole-sized tungsten rods in orbit and just throw them at the Earth, and they would arrive at terminal velocity and like strike with remarkable power, and there would be no way to stop them. It's like technically yes, but also apparently they're like impossible to aim properly.
I thought this was just a Call of Duty thing.
No, it was a proposed thing. I don't believe it's actually like materialized.
Yeah.
But it's like Star Wars. The Reagan years.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. Didn't Star Wars? I thought, okay. Good Lord.
Yeah.
So basically, what we've learned is that anything in a video game, when you're like, if it's to do with like weapons of war, and you're like, that's a hilarious thing that they invented for this video game. They probably didn't.
Yeah. Except for a few things, which gives you the reverse hilarity.
No.
So you have like teenagers going into gun stores asking for like an M4 with a heartbeat sensor.
Is this from Call of Duty?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Or it's just, and the gunsmith is just like,
get out.
No, get out. Go away. I don't want your business.
I want the
bike.
gun from Ratchet and Clank that turns people into chickens.
That sounds pretty good.
That's a funny one. Also, as far as I'm aware, that's not based on reality.
It's a dubstep gun.
Wait, the Worms banana bomb is real? Is the banana bomb related to the tungsten rods? I mean, isn't the banana bomb just a MIRV?
I guess. I saw a great video
Or a cluster bomb?
on Instagram of this guy with an angle grinder. He's like cutting open some sort of metal tube, and when he finishes like sawing it open, he peels it apart, and it's full of cluster bombs.
Jesus.
Like
CIA would try to invent a chicken gun. I mean, I'm sure they've looked into it. This is the thing: is that anything that even like ESP, not real, but they were like, we're going to spend years and lots of money trying to see if we can make this work because if it does, like, obviously this will never work. But if it did,
I wondered when we were
we'd
going
rule
to get
the
into
world.
MK Ultra.
Well, that's but like that kind of thing, right? Where like, wasn't there like the gay bomb? Wasn't that an actual thing?
I think that was definitely something they researched.
Yeah.
That
They will put time and money into the most mad sounding things just in case.
Oh yeah,
Because they're like, this will never. It's the Far Side cartoon with the spiders that have made the spider web across the bottom of the slide, and they're at the playground, and they're just like, if we pull this off, we'll eat like kings.
Yeah.
It's never gonna work, right? But it's like, yeah, give it a shot.
shit yourself,
The
Ray.
shit yourself, Ray. I believe that's also true.
I'm trying to remember if the CIA's heart attack gun was real. I feel like it is.
It sounds, yeah,
It's a gun you shoot somebody with, they'd have a heart attack.
probably.
And it's like, oh, it wasn't us. Wasn't us.
The Death Note. That one, I don't think the Death Note's real,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't put it past them. You know, in like 60 years, we're gonna have unclassified documents of like someone at the CIA watched anime and was like, okay, we gotta
Yeah.
see if this is possible.
Actually, we were talking about. I mean, we're in this sphere. We were talking over dinner about Gulf War syndrome and how they basically figured that out, which was early in the war they blew up a chemical weapons depot, and it went everywhere. So
Oh.
everything that people ate for the next number of years, they're just like, you get a little bit of sarin or whatever they had there.
Oh,
It's like,
well, that'll do it.
oops. Anyway,
Yeah, we have more to chat.
oh yes,
But I don't know, Paul. You want to give a shot to the thing you have
Sure, yeah.
set up? Hopefully.
So thought this would be kind of a fun idea. I chose a couple myself, and I solicited some from the Discord. I've got some clips here of watch and play.
oh man,
Okay.
I'm going to play you the audio only,
oh no,
and I want to see if you can.
recognize what
And
it's from.
I mean, you or I guess Graham can also participate.
I also haven't
Yeah.
seen these.
This'll
To see if you can give me the context. I mean, the problem is I don't actually know what
This is gonna
some
be
of these games
super
are,
hard mode.
but we'll give it a shot.
So we'll do it audio only, and then you can show us with video after.
Yes.
Okay, great.
All right. So
Watch and play. In case anyone's unaware, this is the show. We do it monthly now on Tuesday nights. Not this week though, where I find terrible games from
the
bad
toilet,
internet,
yeah.
and then Alex has to play them.
Yeah.
and so chat is visible.
Yeah.
So don't mess
Keep
things
it
up.
to yourself for now.
All right. Here's the first one.
Is here.
Someone left this food here recently.
Yeah.
Food in good condition.
Yep.
Could use another polygon or two, but hey, you know what?
It's fine.
Those polygons are good roughage.
Oh,
That cop, or not cop game, but like it was a third person where you're running around. I think there were aliens and police.
I don't know. I'm remembering the one. The thing is, we played like 3 games.
They also
set
blur
in the
together.
same default pack,
Yeah.
like slum. Where in one of them we were like setting up a, like building an internet cafe,
Oh yeah.
and I think that might take place in that same.
So this is the.
Space?
I think this is the most recent one. This
Yeah,
is from
It
about
sounds-
this is from about 2 months ago.
Okay, then I don't remember.
Here, let's take a
Have
look.
Is here.
Someone left this food here recently.
Yeah.
Food in
Oh,
good
it was this
condition.
puzzle game.
Oh,
Could use another polygon or two, but hey, you know what?
yeah. This is it's a horror
Polygons,
game.
those polygons are good roughage.
You're being actively haunted here.
Right. Yes. I remember this one.
Yeah, and
I can never remember the names of them because it's always like the fright.
Love the fright.
Or like zombie game,
Yeah, that one. I don't remember the name of it, but there was like
dead shooting.
there's like a mansion on an island, and this is like the guest house before we take the ferry across.
I'm trying
I think.
to remember if this was one of the games.
Bitecaster says The Fright.
Yeah.
No. That was what Alex was just saying.
The
Bumble Rough Studios.
if it was one of these games where it was obviously the dev doing their own voiceover, and they always mumble like really quietly when they do their voiceover.
Oh no, I'm terrified. You could tell by my voice,
I'm very, very
and because I'm not
drunk.
waking up my parents. Ah.
Bless.
All right.
All right.
Here's the next one. Just wait for it.
Certainly a choice of camera angle they've given us.
Graham, those are regular gummies and not edibles we had, right?
Finally happening.
I have no memory of what that is.
That wasn't the game with like extreme fisheyeing, was it? Like the platforming game? With the way that I'm saying choice of camera angle implies that we're getting like awfully close to someone's cleavage or butt. But perhaps it's something else. It reminds
camera up the hole.
It reminds me of that game that we played with like just a very colorful platformer with extreme fisheyeing.
Maybe. I can't wait to see what
You were
this is.
incorrect.
Okay.
What the hell?
Oh,
Wait, is this the milking game?
yes. And then
This is certainly a choice of camera angle they've
yeah,
given us.
yeah. It's the farm simulator. It's just that the music was so unexpected.
That game was really weird.
Those are regular gummies and not edibles we had, right?
Finally happening.
That was very strange.
I love it was like the milking game, and it's like
yeah, the
no,
milking game.
No, stop.
Can you narrow it down?
Yeah, right. Yeah.
All right. Next one.
So far, we've seen the same skeleton several times. Wait, what's written on the wall there?
I mean, the second one I'm definitely.
Sounds like a puzzle clue or something.
Can you guess what's happening there?
I think we're in a haunted house.
But what's making you make those noises?
Was it dialogue or was it reading something on
I
the
assume
wall?
we were reading what was scrawled on the wall.
Yeah, I feel like it was written in blood.
Yeah. I don't remember the name of the game, but I feel like I'm remembering like a very bland, lots of beiges and greens house that we got lost in, and which is why I mentioned seeing a skeleton a few times.
So
Maybe
far,
it
we've
was a
seen the same
maze?
skeleton several times.
This is
Wait, what's
exactly
written
the
on
house I
wall
was
there?
imagining. Yep. Yep.
I mean, the second one I'm definitely.
You're just going to have to believe me that I was right. That's exactly the game that I was imagining in my head. A, B, and C.
All right. We got one more here.
All right.
Well, there's one more and then a bonus.
Ooh,
All right. So here we go.
bonus. This is Beautycopter.
I'm actually speechless.
Yeah, this is Beautycopter,
I
100%.
don't think you and I have ever gone that long on an episode of Watch and Play without
Like, I
talking.
Yep.
fucking have no idea what
Yeah,
my
there's
brain is full of fuck.
only one game has elicited that particular quote of like,
Beautycopter was a work of art.
yeah, really, actually.
Yeah, it was astounding.
Do you want to see it?
Yeah, let's show.
Just
We're
I'm
dumbstruck.
actually speechless.
I don't think you and I have ever gone that long on an episode of Watch and Play without
Like, I
talking.
I fucking have no idea what. My brain is full of fuck.
I think it was like a solid, like actual 3 minutes, which feels like in the moment. It feels like such a long time.
Yeah,
where
but
you and
we're
I
just,
were
like-
just silent.
Yeah, yeah.
just watching what was happening.
That's if you haven't watched that particular Watch and Play
Oh, please
VOD,
do.
definitely
It's
go
very
check out
good.
Beautycopter. It was kind of amazing.
All right, here's a bonus round.
Oh,
Here we go.
Oh, wait, Kakroma with an 18-month resub. Gotta work so I can't say my sub for talking same, but hi Alex, go do crimes. 100 bits from Agent GFY. Mage of Light with a 3-month resub. Thanks for the
I guess that doesn't come across that well on with just audio, but
okay. So we're reading the subs.
yeah.
I sound like I'm under some kind of pressure. Like I sound like I'm under some kind of time pressure.
Okay.
And why did I say hi Alex, go do crimes? I don't know.
All right, so for one thing, this is not actually a watch and play clip,
Oh.
but it is you and Alex, and there's a special guest.
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, Kakroma with an 18-month resub.
It's Prof.
Wow. Sub for talking same, but hi Alex, go do crimes. 100 bits from Agent GFY. Mage of Light with a 3-month resub. Thanks for the
Just go rampaging off.
Alex's activation phrase. Can you imagine if your like Manchurian candidate trigger phrase was "go do crimes" and you're just like, "Oh yeah, all
They
right."
really didn't
My-
put a lot of effort into the code phrase, yeah.
My favorite prof memory was, I think, when I first met him at GP Vegas. And somehow, like, the topic came up when we asked, what he thought of Vegas. And he went, "It's an abomination." Did that, like, big pain smile. And he was just like, oh, man. I was like, yeah, that's right. It's a thumb in the eye of God.
Yeah, they've already started announcing some of the creators for MagicCon Vegas.
Ooh.
Some of us should be there as well.
Yay.
But that's not for a while. That's
Yeah.
not till
The art exhibit was awesome.
that was sweet.
That was very cool. It was like a lot of originals and pencil roughs of noteworthy Magic cards. It was sweet.
That was very, very cool. I did an arson. Says Sniper Wolf.
That was when I declared that I would never complain about hot weather ever again because I had been in Vegas during a heat wave. Mm-hmm. The same Vegas that gave you heat stroke in 30 minutes.
Yeah, that was that year, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was like 45 degrees Celsius, and I was just
walked
waiting
out,
for a lift.
Yeah, we walked out of the airport, and I was like, "This is a joke.
This
Like
can't
someone is punking us.
This can't be real. Where am I under a fan?
Yeah.
Am I standing beside a heater? This is obviously fake.
Yes.
Like clearly, come on.
It was
Just funny joke, guys.
Just to be clear, you even if it isn't as bad, you can still complain about hot weather. I mean,
That's true.
but yeah, I remember being in Vegas and just going down. I think it was like in front of like the Bellagio or whatever, where they have the fountain, and just like the relief I felt just standing beside like a body of water. It
Near
was just
water.
like, oh my god.
Yeah. I still remember on our road trip. It was 2007.
Yeah.
We drove to Comic-Con. On the way back from Comic-Con, we decided, well, it's not that far to Vegas. Don't know why. Good we did, though, actually, because we found out that we were able to get our tires replaced.
Yeah, that was always fun. I had sort of deputized myself as like maintenance guy. It was like 9 dudes who knew about like 10% of the necessary knowledge to maintain a car.
Yeah.
And we're like, it'll be fine.
Two
And
of whom
it
could
did
actually
not.
drive.
You would put yourself in position of Duke of the Fluids.
Yeah, I made sure that the oil was still there.
Yeah.
And I think I just decided to randomly do a tire check, and I was like, oh, our front right tire is showing bare metal.
Yep.
That's not supposed to do that,
That's
right?
how I learned there was metal inside.
didn't know that
inside the
either.
rubber part.
Yep.
Yeah. This was before we met Ian and Beej.
Yeah. This was in Baker, Nevada. Which is about equidistant between Los Angeles and Las Vegas.
Oh my god, I have such vivid memories of like that whole thing because like we were like we have to get to like an auto body shop as soon as possible, and we went to like
Wasn't this Sunday too?
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
we
So
went
like
and
everywhere was closed. Yeah.
except like Stacy's cars or something.
Somewhere.
So we pulled in there and like you guys were dealing with the bus and me and Morgan and
Maybe not
whoever
Sunday
else.
because that would have been Comic-Con. So this must have been like a holiday Monday.
We were
Right,
we
yeah.
were wandering around the sort of like junkyard behind the tire place.
I can tell you why.
Oh yeah.
So we went to the tire place.
Oh okay.
We found the one place that was open.
Yes.
And we were like, "Can you help?" Because we're in Baker, Nevada. Baker, Nevada is famous for one thing, which is its giant thermometer, which I remember because it said 118. It's a thermometer the size of a building, like it's a skyscraper, and then they display in numbers like up it how hot it gets, and so it was at the very top. And it was 118 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like
Okay.
46 or something. So it was
Jesus
preposterous.
Christ.
And so we found a place that was open, and we're like, "Can you do these tires?" And he's like, "Yes, I can do that." And didn't do a good job, but it got us going, and that's fine. But while we were there, we were like, "Also, do you have a gas cap?" Because at a previous gas station somewhere along the way, someone, Matt Wiggins, took the gas cap off, put it on top of the pump, filled up with gas, hung the thing back up, closed the door, and left. And we left the gas cap sitting there. So at this point, do you remember what we did in the interim?
Did we just like
Didn't we
tape
stuff
over
it with rags or something?
Just a wad of paper towel taped over the end of the hole, just so it didn't slosh out. So we were like, "Do you have a gas cap?" And he was like, "I don't know. Check those cars," because this particular tire or this auto shop was like just off the highway, and the driveway from the highway to the building was lined with wrecked cars. Welcome, Raiders, by the way. I remember specifically there was a huge like semi trailer that looked like it had torqued in half. That was like peeled back like a sardine can, and they had all these cars. And he's like, "Yeah, just check one of those. Well, I'm sure one of those will work." And so we just went okay, and we just sort of started walking down the row of wrecked cars.
Do you remember the really exciting thing that Morgan found?
I do.
Yeah, it was a car that had inside it a charred wedding dress.
Album.
Oh,
It was the album of wedding photos.
that's even better.
Yeah.
That's some,
Visual storytelling
yeah.
is intense.
Yep.
Yep.
That's bleak. Yeah.
It's so bleak.
It's incredibly bleak.
Oh man.
Not from that car, but we did find a gas cap that fit the bus.
Hooray.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah, that is like serious Fallout 4 stuff.
Yeah. So he was able to replace the two front tires with two mismatched tires, and we had to get them all replaced again later in the trip.
Yep.
At
Is that
no,
before or after we took the I-1? Which is like when my butthole nearly receded inside of my torso.
So in California, the Coast Highway is like right on the coast, like cliff, highway, cliff,
Yep.
and
It's very winding.
it's very, very winding. And we were driving it at night in the dark.
It's one of those roads that, like, in a sports car, I bet is like super fun.
Probably. Also, like, if depending on the direction you're going. Well, we were going northbound, so we were on the inner.
Yeah, that Thank fuck for that.
We were on the inner lane, and it was still terrifying.
Yeah, I can't imagine being on the outer lane. It's just like, gonna die, gonna die, gonna die, gonna die, gonna die.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
In Matt's defense, he didn't love driving that section.
I can't imagine.
We also did not love him driving that section, but it's not like he was doing it out of glee.
I don't remember whose idea it was to do that road, but
Might have been mine. It's very scenic
Yeah.
in the day.
It was very scenic.
In the day, and not a bus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta do something about like recounting that absurd experience.
Eventually, I'll finish.
Eventually, yeah.
I'll finish digitizing all the footage.
It'll be
Yeah.
well, now what?
Well, we got some more. We got a few more minutes. I was trying to think. I mean, you know what? Screw it.
Uh-oh.
Give Alex an opportunity to. Here's a seed question on a topic that annoys you.
Oh no.
Because we talk about it a bit on Checkpoint, but we don't have a good sort of venue for why we hate generative AI so much. But maybe this could be that.
God, it's like, where do I start with it? Because there's so many facets to it, particularly as like a creator of art.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that annoys me about it actually the most, this entire current like push for like, oh no, you have to use it.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, people don't want it. People are not interested in it. That's been shown. It's been summarily rejected by consumers as a consumer product. But it is being forced into everything by investors, by like companies that have to please their investors because everyone went, oh yeah, AI, it's the next big thing. Give us your money, you'll make lots of money back. And that's not happened. And so it's being forced into all the technology that we use, even though nobody wants it.
Yeah.
It's a massive financial bubble. Outside of that, one of the things that really bugs me about it is the proponents who truly do not understand why people like us are not fawning over it.
Mm-hmm.
They do not fathom why we don't like it. They cannot
it's actually
comprehend
like,
it.
I mean, I think it's part and parcel of why it is so aggravating, is because it's. And I don't say this out of any sort of place of elitism or anything, but it's like, it's a non-artist thing where certain people have a truly fundamental misunderstanding of like what art is and how it is made.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they view it as a product and the creation process as a chore.
Yeah.
And to be fair, that creation process can be a lot of work. It can be a lot of difficult work, but we don't really do it without having some kind of motivation or, passion or inspiration or just like something to say about it. And of course, like not all art is like high art. Some of it is kind of, you just do it for a buck, but it's just like the thing that honks me about it is that the fart huffers who have convinced themselves that this technology has stolen the fire or stolen the whatever that we artists have been like guarding, and they've like been able to usurp that ability, and it's like, we can do it, and we can do it so easily, and it's exactly the same as yours. No, it's actually better.
Yeah.
See? It's the best.
Now we can cut those greedy artists completely out of the, they were what was stopping it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's because I know that this bugs you.
Yeah.
I've heard it described, the democratization.
that
of art.
that really burns in my pickle. Yeah, it's like
Get piece of paper and a pencil.
Yeah, art
it was never
has always been democratic. It's like anyone can pick up like a piece of beach charcoal. In fact, there was actually somebody who did that, and they were just like, this generative AI is stupid, and they picked up a piece of beach charcoal and drew like a big titty dragon. It's just like, look what I can do. Step up, losers. But yeah, they and there's so much lost because it's twofold. It's like the technology is based on theft. Like
Yes.
it can only sort of make an approximation based on the material it's fed.
Yeah, and so
and it follows a laundry list of specs.
Yeah, and the people that are in favor of it are okay with all evolution and growth of human artistry ceasing now.
It's like, we
We'll
figured
just-
it out.
We have all
solved it.
prior art. We'll put that in the machine, and then the machine will just regurgitate that forever now.
It's like, you're so stupid. And so what they're doing is they're skipping to the end product with no understanding of the process. And in fact, like an actual contempt for the process.
Oh, incredible contempt!
Oh,
for
incredible
the process.
contempt. And it's like there's so many invisible skills that make you a good artist, and a lot of those, like the lack of those, is what makes a lot of AI generated art so easy to spot. Is because it's created by people who don't have taste, who don't have observation skills. They don't have like they lack a lot of the means to like diagnose problems with what they've created. It's like they just sort of like mash generate and are like, this looks awesome. And then so anybody who knows anything looks over and it's like, this is fucked. And they have the thinnest skin imaginable, because like the second you point out things about it, it's like, oh, well, it's weird because they want it both ways. They're like, look, I've made this incredible thing. It's like, it's messed up. Okay, but I only did it in like 2 seconds. Like, which is it, man?
Well, it's become more and more clear to me that just people are wired differently, and there's some things that people are sort of inflexible on, and there are people who do not see value to art outside of profitability.
Oh yeah.
And so, then relating directly to what you just said, if then they would see the creation as a chore. And I saw a post somewhere, I can't remember exactly where it was, where it's, someone was talking about like all these books that they're going to generate, right? And it's like, you don't understand, the point of writing a book is not to have a book.
Yeah.
Right. The point of sitting down to write a book is not so that at the end of it you have a book to sell.
Yeah,
The point is writing the book.
Yeah, do you know what it's so much like? It's like Tommy Wiseau.
Right.
Like, so
Yes.
this is a bit of an aside, but like, so The Room is a terrible movie, but it's more fundamental than that. It's a movie made by someone who does not understand the concept of movies, or they have like an incredibly surface level understanding of it. Like, it's like a movie made by a space alien. So because you have these like weird disjointed segments that are all kind of like it's like fragments of what someone thinks a movie is. Like, there's scenes done on a set that don't need to be on a set, but when you film a movie, you film scenes on a set because it's a movie. And like the rooftop, which is a green screen, which does not need to be a green screen because they had that location. When you film movies, you film scenes on a green screen. So we have to have the green screen scene.
And he shot the entire thing on both film and digital.
Because he did not know the difference.
Yeah.
He built this like monstrosity rig combining both types of cameras. And it's just like you have the, just like these scenes that are like there because they are in movies, just sort of smashed together with other scenes that are there because they're in movies, all kind of like threaded vaguely together by what I imagine is sort of an autobiographic kind of jilted lover thing. Also, I think he just wanted an excuse to like get to make out with the lead actress. There's so much going to that. So anyways, the way this relates back to AI.
And no shade to the actress, but I do find it very funny that every character in that movie vociferously refers to as beautiful. Everyone is always talking about how beautiful she is because they cannot just point a camera at her and have you know that she is beautiful.
Oh my God. But yeah, it's a fundamental is a misunderstanding of like how the sausage is made and why the sausage is made. And they have this tool that can just sort of like loosely reproduce the end result based on regurgitating a lot of existing stuff. And I remember at one point somebody tried to tell me that it wasn't collaging software. And then it came out like these images that had been generated that had the mutilated remains of artist watermarks. And I was like, give me a break, man. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, I'm sure. It's making this stuff whole cloth. Like, yeah, it's a sort of metaphor that I use a lot when talking about this. And again, another thing that makes it sometimes easy to spot is the approach advocates take to it is if they were a chef, they would be like, look at my meal I've created. I've used every ingredient. Therefore,
Right.
I am the best chef.
Yeah, because I've used every ingredient.
I have used every spice.
Yep.
I've used every meat. I've used every bread. I've used every vegetable. This is the best meal because I used all of it. And that's why you get, it all looks like this like ultra sheen, hyper realistic, but also anime, like just gobbledygook.
There was literally a moment like that on an episode of Kitchen Nightmares, the British version of Kitchen Nightmares, the good version. If you haven't watched the UK series of Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Nightmares, it's a terrific show. Mm-hmm. It is not edited or presented like the American version.
Yeah.
But there's one where there's a chef and Gordon has like a tray of like all these different ingredients.
Yeah.
And he's like, make me broccoli soup. Here's all the available, here's everything that you can use.
Oh,
right?
no.
And the guy went ham with it. Oh, no. And eventually, at the end of it, at the end of that trial, Gordon was like, okay, yeah, so the soup that you made is pretty good, but you worked so hard and you used all this stuff. Here's the ingredients you need. Broccoli, salt. And then he showed him how to make a broccoli soup with broccoli and salt. Mm-hmm. And he's like, that's it. That's all you need. And the guy was definitely like, oh, I have to use all this stuff. Now, obviously, it's sort of set up he was kind of set up to fail there with that particular challenge, but still.
But yeah, it is very tedious right now being an artist and seeing it like being force-fed into everything. And I suppose the thing that I do want to say the loudest is that like if you're particularly like a young or burgeoning artist, like stick with it. This is not reason for you to give up at all. In fact, it's like perhaps the most motivation you could have for pursuing your skills, because a part of my hope is that there will be a sort of like rubber band where people, I mean, I'm already starting to sort of see it, it's like art by humans.
Here's something you can do. Take a look at local show posters in your town, because there was one here. There was a show poster that was obviously AI, and I emailed the guy because he's like a known local musician, and I emailed him and I was like, "What are you doing? Like, someone would have done this for free, just to have experience, right? But also pay people. Don't pay an exposure, but still, I was like." You could have found an artist to do this, and the most recent show from that same group is the same theme, but actually originally done. Yeah. He never emailed me back. I have no idea if I was responsible in any way for it, but that at least that one person changed. Yeah. You can definitely pester your local musicians.
Of note, it's actually fine to work for exposure as long as that is understood from the beginning.
Yes.
Never substitute exposure for money. But like if you're like me being seen is valuable, so I'll do it for free. That is a choice that you can make. That is useful.
Skylar Ringtail says, looking for human artists that won't use AI, commission a furry. Boy is most of the fandom on a warpath against AI. I think having the furries on side is actually going to be massive. I'm being so completely sincere about this.
Furries are a big deal.
Fighting shoulder to shoulder with my furry brethren is going to
I never
help.
thought I'd fight
Exactly.
alongside a furry.
Exactly.
What about a friend? What about a friend? Ooh.
Sure, but don't. Is going to help the AI battle immensely.
Yeah.
I do think there's a little bit of a danger. You were saying like this guy had a an obviously AI thing on his poster, and then like I think there's a danger that there's no question that these AI generation systems are getting better.
Oh yeah.
So there's a danger that it's like, well, AI.
I'm
I
afraid
can,
of doing
the,
that.
the, like I can always tell AI,
Yeah.
and it's like you can tell the ones that you can tell, but
Yeah.
That's the other problem.
And-
is like,
Well, the other thing is just,
it drives me crazy.
and also, real artists sometimes get proportions wrong and
Yeah.
weird, or draw somebody's foot
Oh
weirdly.
yeah. The like false accusations of AI are also awful. And to be clear, the one that I emailed that it was very, 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 very apparent.
Yeah.
There's another one that I was like, ooh, I'm very suspicious of this. But them, I emailed and was like, hey, who's the artist? Because it doesn't say on your poster or the website.
Yeah.
And they went, oh, it's this guy. And I went, great, have a nice day.
Yeah, there was
Yeah, Rob Liefeld was around long before AI.
God, my favorite anecdote about that is that Rob Liefeld entered a Draw Like Rob Liefeld competition and lost. And that's just hysterical
really
to
funny.
me.
That's really funny.
Yeah, the sort of false positives and people like second guessing themselves, like it happens on my Discord all the time, and it really breaks my heart
It's
because it's like I don't blame you for getting spoofed by it, because it's like not everybody has those observation skills, and sometimes even we can be like, I really thought that was a thing.
a post I saw on the worst part about this. This is a post from Casey Explosion on Blue Sky. Was that the thing that I hate the most about AI and all of this is that now I'm questioning every piece of art that I see.
Yep, that sucks.
I can no longer go, nice. I have to go,
Well, it's
okay.
and it's especially like it's not always art, right? So it's not always like art that is designed to be art.
Yeah.
The photos are photos and stuff are totally like.
yeah. I'm baffled also at people our age who I thought grew up with the internet and knew better, and people older going like, oh well, I asked ChatGPT, and
Stop it.
like I need people to understand that ChatGPT, and I know I'm preaching to the choir here with our chat, but chatbots like that, text AI, doesn't know anything. It knows nothing. It is not programmed to be correct. It is not programmed to know anything. It is not programmed to reason. It is programmed to give a response that looks like something a human could write. That is it.
And it's been trained on everything on the internet.
Yeah.
So just think about that.
If you think ChatGPT knows stuff, go ask it a bunch of questions about something that you are an expert in.
Yeah.
And watch how fast it fails.
I like.
Also, just don't. I've never used it. You don't have to either. But
I mean, we're at the point now where, in terms of AI generated text, that like it's people using like M dashes and
I use M dashes
and
all
people
the
using
time.
and putting like formatting things correctly.
I love M dashes.
Is now like a sign that you're probably using an AI chatbot.
What's an M dash?
It's a long dash. It's about the width of an M, which is why it's called an M dash. You got a hyphen, and then an N dash, and an M dash.
Oh.
And M dashes can be used in the same way that you can use like a parenthetical to be like, this is the middle of a sentence, but this is a side thing, and then the sentence continues. You can do that with M dashes, or you can use it in a similar but not the same way as a semicolon, where you sort of have like it's one sentence, but there's kind of two thoughts to it. So like ba-ba-da-ba, M dash, ba-ba-da-ba, period. And I use it all the time because they're great.
Yeah. I'll tell you,
Paul's brother taught me about M dashes, actually.
it is very difficult for me, seeing like the art and the text have different but like equally intense issues for me. The sort of like text-based generative AI is so depressing to me because it's like this race to stupidity.
Yeah.
Like, have you noticed how like everything is like busy trying to summarize stuff? So it's just like people just don't want to engage with content anymore.
No, they have that
at all. It's just like, oh, just give me the Cliff's Notes version. It's like, okay, well, you'll miss everything, but
This is the back end of the YouTube Studio app on iOS, so I can look at our stats and everything. So this is our recent upload for the Magic Channel, which is the Monster Hunter and Avatar limited episode of Tap Tap. And if I go to the comments, right at the top, that red button there, I can summarize the content, the comments. I can get a vibe.
Yep.
And I've never clicked that button, and I don't want to because I know from the auto-suggested comments that it's like, here's a way you could reply to someone that it will be wrong.
Do you ever draft emails in Gmail, and when you start writing something, it'll like auto prompt the rest of the sentence?
Yeah.
I was like, how dare you presume that I would write, even if I am going to write exactly that's like, I will type it out my fucking self. Thank you very much.
And I'll get it
Or something
wrong and I'll
different.
like it.
Yes, I'll misspell it all I like.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
Do you have examples of those automatic replies? Sure, I'll read you one from that episode. There's a very long post here from Kaku Epsilon, which I'm not going to read all of.
Yeah.
But they're talking about, they say, I think you're missing a key reason why everyone was so annoyed with Monster Hunter, with the Monster Hunter Secret Lair drop. And so I can respond with, thanks for sharing your perspective on the super drops and the card art. Or, that's an interesting take on the timing and the Sol Ring card.
what?
Like,
I mean, there is like this horrifying idea of just like people using these tools to non-communicate with one another.
yeah.
Right, yeah. People write an email and then use ChatGPT to expand
Kaku
it out.
Epsilon did talk about Sol Ring in their comment. But, like, that's an unhinged way to respond to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you write write a summary of what you want to say in the email. Use chatbot to expand it. Send it to somebody. They use chatbot to summarize it.
Yeah, I mean, just oh god, please stop.
But anyway.
Anyway.
For someone who values authenticity as much as I do, I am living in hell right now.
But
So-
and then as a sort of a tech person though, I have to say that I mean, it's tough because AI obviously covers such a large.
Oh, that's the annoying thing, is that, like, the term AI covers so many different things,
Yeah.
some of which are very useful.
Yeah.
I use machine learning often.
Which, to be fair, is using a lot of the same techniques and a lot of the same technology.
It's so, and to be clear, an example, when I say often, for a few years now, Final Cut Pro has had a vocal isolation checkbox for audio. And what that does is it looks at a piece of audio and it identifies which parts of it are human voices and reduces the volume of sounds that are not human voices.
Yeah, there's a lot
And
of
it's great.
yeah, there's a lot of like great. There's so much potential that is just squandered because of like greed and short-sightedness and just like bog standard stupidity. I mean, like even something like AI voices, where it's neat that you can take, something like the missile nose and turn that into a complete like vocoder. That's cute. That's kind of neat. It's not cool when you're taking dead actors and like recreating their entire vocal library and like taking that one. The one that's like really uncool, which is unfortunate because I've been really enjoying it. In Arc Raiders, they have a AI driven voice replacer. Where, as I understand it, the voice actors who recorded the source material were kind of pressured to sign away their rights to have it adapted into generative AI.
I still don't know the full scope of that story.
Yeah,
but it's different and worse than it initially appeared. But yeah.
Which sucks because that game's really, really interesting, and I would like to talk about it, but it's difficult because these legitimate issues are sometimes in front of other.
But but on the other hand, like text to speech is also a incredibly valuable tool.
Yeah.
Both for for accessibility and for all sorts of things. Famously, Roger Ebert, when he he had a cancer and stuff, and
Oh yes.
he had like basically his lower jaw amputated. And was like intubated for like several years, and because he did a bunch of commentary tracks on DVDs, they had really clean, pristine audio of him, and so he had a voice generated of himself, so that he could and then he could type and it would talk in his voice, which is pretty cool.
Just to reply to Glenn Sato, Zelda Williams did not and has never licensed her father's voice, but she had to release a public statement saying, please stop sending me generative AI of my dad, you monsters.
And I like that she was like, I'm not saying don't do it, although don't do it, but she's like, stop sending it to me.
Like that's what's crazy to me, is that like I don't even think that these people are doing it like out of malice.
No, I just think they're not smart people.
Yeah, they think, oh,
Sorry.
they would like this. This is a good idea. This is tasteful. Yeah, and there's anyway, the way let me bring this back to
wrap it
positive.
up.
Yeah, wrapping it up. My sort of approach has been just like continuing to be an artist and illustrator, and because the thing that these sort of softwares aren't able to capture, by way of their design and also by the way they're utilized by people who don't know any better, your unique voice and perspective is the most potent tool in your artist toolkit. Like you need to be saying the things that only you can say, or the things that you're uniquely positioned to say.
No one else can make what you make.
Yeah, and you may not think that that's that interesting, but you will probably surprise yourself when you like make a little thing and people come out of the woodwork and are like, "Oh my god, I thought I was the only one." And there's value in that, even if you like make it for an audience of one or yourself. It's worth doing. I've also started collecting analog stuff for no reason. But yeah,
I have. I mean, we should wrap up, but James usually asks people sort of what kind of media they're into recently, and I just wanted to say, sort of as an adjunct, not related to AI, but sort of as an adjunct to that, I've started buying more digital or more physical media again.
I think I'm probably gonna try to get on that bandwagon
for a
as
couple
well.
of years there. For many years, actually. I was like, well, I'll just get it digitally. I don't need to buy all these DVDs and Blu-rays. And then recently I've been like, you know what? I actually want to buy these DVDs and Blu-rays.
Yeah. As for media that I've been consuming, I watched a bunch of Mr. Mercedes on Nutflix. It's pretty cool.
Sweet.
It's your murders.
Oh.
It's a Stephen King.
Oh, you murders.
Yeah.
Cool. You ever watched House?
Yes.
Or Houseu?
Wait. Oh, the 70s movie.
Yeah.
I think I saw a bit of it. I should watch it again because I think it might have been one of those movies that I like put on.
I bought it. I bought the Criterion Blu-ray of it, and I watched it with some folks over the weekend. Ian had also never.
I have heard it's bonkers.
Never actually seen it. It is.
I
wild.
am probably overdue for a watch.
It's worth checking out.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, as long as we're talking about weird movies, I should probably watch Kinzaza again.
Houseu, or again House, but it's
Japanese.
people tend to call it Houseu so that you know what you're talking about. Is a 1977 horror movie. It's not particularly spooky. There's some violence, but it's like
It's very strange.
it's everything's so stylized. Would you believe I was reading about the production of it driving home yesterday?
Yeah.
And I was not shocked to learn that the director had no storyboard going into the 2-month principal photography.
Fantastic.
And I'm like, yeah, I believe that you did not have a plan for this.
Yeah.
What's even more amazing is, that's not Hugh Laurie's natural accent.
God damn. Werner Herzog is on Instagram. You should follow him.
There we go. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for today on Good Morning Moonbase. Alex, it's been a pleasure. Thanks for bringing Cup.
Ooh, atomic energy.
Wait.
Uranium fever is
Paul, do you have that lighting cue from the beginning of the show? Cup. Oh. All right, great. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us on Good Morning Moonbase. I have been Graham, joined by Alex,
I have been Alex.
with Paul on tech.
Hello.
And we appreciate everyone joining us. As a reminder, everything we do here at Loading Ready Run is brought to you by you and your kind support of our Patreon, or by becoming a member of the YouTube channel, or by subscribing on Twitch. We super, super appreciate it. Thanks, everybody. Until next time, that's it. Goodbye.